Life is too short to be unhappy all your life. And no matter how much you desire to be in control of almost everything that goes on in your life, there are some things that will always be out of your control. And if you don't put caution around your mental health, the chances of living unhappily are very high. And while you may not have total control over all that may happen to you, however, you have absolutely control over how you choose to react. And your reaction determines your happiness level. And what are these 10 things you need to give up to be genuinely happy? 1. Stop trying to be in control of everything. The first thing you must give up first before you can be genuinely happy, is to give up on trying to be in charge of everything that happens to you. You must learn to accept the fact that there are some situations that will be out of your control, and there is nothing you can do about it, other than to accept that reality. When you learn to accept this new reality, then you won't be shocked when some things are out of your control, thereby not losing yourself emotionally, and negatively affecting your happiness level. 2. Stop trying to solve all problems. Just as there are situations that will be out of your control, there are also problems you will not be able to solve. And you must learn to accept this reality in order to be genuinely happy. As a matter of fact, life alone is full of all kinds of problems. Thus, the solvable ones and the unsolvable ones. You just have to know the ones you can solve, and the ones you can't. And learn to accept the ones you can't solve with good faith. You are human, not superhuman. You are not God, so you will have your limitations to some extent. Solve the ones you can solve, and leave the ones you can't solve. This will help you to not attach yourself emotionally with unsolvable problems. 3. Know when to let go. You can't genuinely be happy without first learning how to let go of some things in your life, which you have absolutely no control over. There are things that will make you feel unhappy. And you can't genuinely be happy when you still remain an intimate friend with those things or people that makes you feel unhappy. You must have the courage to let go. And when you do, never be apologetic about it. Your happiness matters. 4. Learn how to say goodbye. A lot of people are unhappy because they've failed to say goodbye to those things and people that hold them in their unhappiness state. You can't get by with being genuinely happy without first learning how to say goodbye to things and people that keep you unhappy. Life is too short to remain unhappy all your life. 5. You won't be happy always. One of the hardest truths most people don't like to hear is the fact that they won't always be happy. And you are not an exception. Life is full of hurdles, trials, and unexpected circumstances that will make you unhappy. However, being unhappy is not the problem. But choosing to stay unhappy is the major problem. Accept the fact that you won't always be happy. And even when the time of being unhappy comes, you won't feel guilty. Rather, you will embrace the joy behind being unhappy. Because being unhappy sometimes makes us see the value of being happy. 6. Give up comparing yourself. Albert Einstein once said, "Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it would live its own life believing it is stupid." How true it is. Just as the lines in our palm are different from each other, so are we different from others. In other words, there are no two individuals who are alike. We are all different in the way we think, react, do things, act, eat, talk, study, walk, write, etc. We also differ in our interests, hobbies, passions, drives, and personalities. And this all makes us unique individually. If you continue to compare yourself with others by your inability to do certain things you see others do, you will continue to live in a perpetual state of unhappiness. You must recognize your own strengths, maximize those strengths, and deploy them to your world. You won't be able to do certain things, and that's fine. However, locate your own uniqueness and grow your horizon, and see how happy you become. 7. Give up on blaming yourself. We all make mistakes. And our mistakes don't have to define who we are. We are mere humans, and making mistakes is inevitable. However, no matter the mistakes you've made, you are not your mistake. As a matter of fact, mistakes are proof that you are a human. And even though you may not have control over some of your mistakes, however, you do have control over how you choose to react to them. And how you choose to react determines your happiness level. I know you feel bad for the wrong mistakes you've made in the past, but you don't have to continue to beat yourself for it. You've blamed yourself enough. Begin to accept your past mistakes, learn from them, and move on with your life. You may not be able to correct the past, but you can correct the future. And you will begin to feel genuinely happy when you accept this new reality. 8. Lower your expectations from people. We all have expectations in one way or the other, ranging from how we want to be talked to, treated, approached, etc. We also expect people to meet up with things they may not be able to meet, and thereby disappointing us in a way we never expected. The truth is, as long as you're dealing with humans, where there are expectations, the chances of being disappointed are high. People will step on your toes, get in your nerves, or act below your expectations of them. And that's fine. It's a sign they are human. However, if you have to take everything too personal, it will affect your moods. And happiness is one of them. In essence, while you may have expectations from people, be sure that your emotions are not connected with them, lest you feel emotionally down if they come with disappointment. Your happiness is critical. 9. You don't have to have a reason. If you are always waiting until there is a reason before you smile, you might end up spending half of your lifetime being unhappy. Don't look for reasons before you make yourself happy. The average society is full of things and people that make being happy difficult, especially when you see the awful conditions of your country or perhaps state. All these are distractions that come to steal away your happiness. And if you don't jealously guard your mental and emotional health, you might end up spending all your lifetime being unhappy. Sometimes, be happy for no reason. And if you have to find reasons to be happy and you can't find none, then think about the preservation of your life, soul, health, and God's provision of food, water, clothing, and shelter for you. Think about His protection, guidance, counsel, and the privileges He has bestowed on you. Many slept and never woke up. Many are awake now but are not healthy. In short, some have food but cannot eat, some can eat, but they have no food. Yet, you have food, can eat well, and you're healthy and complete, isn't worthy to be happy about. Perhaps you have complete legs and you can't walk as you like, but many are bound in wheelchairs, and they wish they could have complete legs like you. Are all these not enough for you to be happy? You are privileged to have things people are praying and crying for. You don't know what God has done for you. I hope you will just think about it. Lastly, 10. Give up overthinking. It's often said that overthinking can't solve a problem. In other words, trying to think through every nick and cranny before you decide to do a thing won't get you to any level where you can solve a problem. Life is a risk. And whether you're inside or outside, you are at risk. The food you eat, the water you drink, and other things you consume, you are automatically at a risk. Likewise, no matter the decision you want to make or the problem you want to solve, trying to study and overthink things through will leave you being indecisive, and problems unsolved. And this will make you unhappy about the result produced. Do you want to be happy? Then stop overthinking things. If you are not comfortable, either stop or pause. But if you are at peace and comfortable, then go ahead with risking whatever you want to risk, without looking back. It could be a business deal, venture, or buying of stock markets and other investment plans. It could also be a decision-making, whatsoever. Ensure you don't get stuck in the thinking process. Think things through, then follow your gut, if you aren't hearing from God. The overall point is, if you are not happy yourself, you can't be fully happy with someone else. I hope this comes to you at the right time. However, what is your take-home from this video? What serves as an eye-opener for you? And what contribution do you like to include in this video? Answer below in the comments section. And many thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and sharing. Importantly, if you find value from this video, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, in order to be notified of every one of our newly uploaded videos. See you in our next video. And remember, we love you.